One day I'm gonna be everything I wanna be. I don't let it get the most of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be everything I'm gonna be. My future right in front of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be free. Then let me be free.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges. A host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit unbroken. He rides on two wheels, ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, insane wheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power that only metal can bestow. He takes his stand, refusing to submit. Insane wheels hear his battle cry. Metal and mayhem will never die. Rituals report he paves his way. Oh, legend in the making, day by day.
Yes, sir. Good morning to everybody. Shout out to everyone in the Breakfast Club, man. I really appreciate every single one of you guys for coming out and hanging out with your boy this morning. Big shout out to all of you guys that are members, part of the Breakfast Club crew, man. Very much appreciate it. We have an interesting one this morning, as we always do, but we got something in the actual news reported from the World Health Organization. So this is not like some random like little article that just came out in the media. This is a real update from the World Health Organization. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever the heck you guys are tuning in from. I very much appreciate all of you guys. I see you guys all in the chat, man. You guys have already blown up the entire freaking chat. It's awesome to see, man. We got Snark up in here as well saying, hey, all, working, but I'm listening. Shout out to you. I appreciate you for listening. Don't get yourself, fired or nothing. You know what I mean? And I saw you guys actually guessing the number one spot for death within the world, let alone, the United States, right? But yeah, it's kind of a radical to observe and see on an actual kind of like a chart. You know what I mean? Lee Lance, what's up? Good morning, Mr. Ball. I hope you have a blessed day, brother. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here, man. Hey, Mike, I haven't had a chance on that Venezuela crossing in the U.S. I was grinding some steel, and the grinder jumped back and hit me in the face. 5 stitches. I'm a little down right now. Oh, shit, Dwayne. Man, that sucks. I hate that. I know exactly what you're talking about right there. That fucking wheel came off and hit you in the face, dude. I'm super sorry that happened, dude. That's terrible. Talk to me after the show, man, for sure. Look, it's famous, most badass diner bro to ever live, Mike Ball. Hey, appreciate it, my man. Appreciate it. Diner bro for life, you know what I mean? Just the way it is. I'm hardwired that way, you know? And smash that big like button. That's right, Lee Lance. That's the number one metric of all of YouTube, man. I'm going to guess no, definitely not diarrhea, the number one cause of death. But yeah, you know. Mike, I've had some of the strangest things happen to me, so I can't really guess what the normal illness is, what kills people. No, I get you. Now Mike is demoted to doing web lists. Oh no, you're so funny, dude. Definitely not a web list. Married with Paranormal. What's up? Good morning. I appreciate you for being here. Appreciate it. Chuck, that's right. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this. The World Health Organization actually put this out, WHO.INT, which is Intel, I believe. I believe that's what that means. I don't know, but that's what the fucking website is. All right, so from them, obviously, this is what they report on the 7th, which was yesterday. Okay, so in 2021, the top 10 causes of death accounted for 39 million deaths, or 57% of the total 68 million deaths worldwide. Damn, 68 million people died in a single year in 2021 worldwide. That's a lot. The top global causes of death in order of total number of lives lost are associated with two broad topics: cardiovascular, which is heart disease, stroke, and respiratory, which is linked to COVID-19, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Yeah, that's right. Lower respiratory infections, with COVID-19 emerging as the second leading cause of death globally. Causes of death can be grouped into three categories: communicable, which is infectious and parasitic diseases, and maternal, paternal, and nutritional conditions, non-communicable, chronic, and injuries. Okay, so obviously in 2021, COVID was rampant, right? I mean, that was brutal. And yeah, I would imagine that for 2021, it would be insane on the COVID hierarchy, of the lists. Now, what it is now would be totally different, right? But this is what they're saying right here: leading causes of death in 2021 global. So you got to remember and put that into account, that we're not really dealing with COVID to that level anymore. Okay, so but leading causes of death globally, at a global level, 7 out of the 10 leading causes of deaths in 2021 were non-communicable diseases, accounting for 38% of all deaths, or 68% of the top 10 causes. Okay, so this is their little graph that they made. Leading causes of death in 2021 globally is ischemic heart disease, which I think quite a few of you guys guessed in the chat earlier. Then we had COVID-19, and then we know about the stroke, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Number 5 is lower respiratory infections. 6 is trachea, bronchitis, and lung cancers. 7 is Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. 8 is diabetes mellitus. I don't know how to say that. Mellitus. I don't know how to say it. Sorry. I apologize to you guys that are in the diabetes community. 9, kidney diseases, and 10, tuberculosis. So number of deaths in millions in 2000. This is okay. So the white circle is what they were in 2000 compared to what it is in today's ordeal. Now, the whole reason why you see number 2 with no other dots is because obviously COVID came out in 2019, and went really rampant all the way through basically to the mid of 2022, something like that. So yeah, there's no other reference, but everything else has references pretty much. Okay, so the darker circles resemble the years. Okay, so we're going to see the darker circles down below. No, they kind of did the wrong colors here, but whatever. All right, so the world's biggest killer is ischemic heart disease, responsible for 13% of the world's total deaths since 2000. Damn. The largest increase in deaths has been for this disease, rising by 2.7 million to 9.1 million deaths in 2021. Holy shit. We more than we basically four times that amount. Like, damn, almost 4 times. As a newly emerged cause of death, COVID-19 was directly responsible for 8.8 million deaths in 2021, and consequently largely pushed down other leading causes of death by 1 place. Instead of being the second and third leading causes of death as in 2019, stroke and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease became the third and fourth in 2021, responsible for approximately 10% and 5% of total deaths respectively. Now, the one thing that I do got to point out in this thing is we got to remember, we got to take some of these numbers with a grain of salt, because as you guys probably remember, a lot of deaths that were happening in our hospitals and stuff like that was labeled as COVID-19 deaths. And we know why they did that. They found out that they get paid for it's like a business. So a lot of the people that had actual problems and yeah, it's a shame, you know what I mean? Because a lot of those numbers are going to be skewed. So I don't know what the actual number of COVID-19 deaths were, but the World Health Organization has what they have, and that's basically all we have to go by. You know what I mean? So if that makes sense to you guys. Okay, so lower respiratory infections remain the world's most deadly communicable disease other than COVID 19, ranked as the fifth leading cause of death. However, the number of deaths has gone down substantially. In 2021, it claimed 2.5 million lives, 370,000 fewer than in 2000. Well, I guess that is good, but I guess we have a lot of good medicine for modern day medicine for that. I mean, to save 370,000 more lives than what it was in 2000. That's good. Deaths from other non-communicable diseases were also on the rise. Trachea, bronchitis, and lung cancers deaths has risen from 1.1 or 1.2 million in 2000 to 1.9 million in 2021, and now ranked sixth among leading causes of death, which is crazy to me because it seemed like so many more people smoked back in, like, let's say 2000 compared to 2021. And it's almost like nobody smokes anymore. You know, do you guys even like, most people do not smoke now? You know, it used to be most people smoked. It seemed like anyways. But nonetheless, in 2021, Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia ranked as the seventh leading cause of death, killing 1.8 million lives. Women are disproportionately affected. Globally, 68% of deaths from Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia are women. So 68% of those dementia and or Alzheimer's are women. That's very interesting. Okay, so diabetes was also among the top 10 causes of death, following a significant percentage increase of 95% since 2000. Holy shit. So it jumped up 95% in diabetes since 2000. Dude, what is going down? You know what I mean? Like 95% increase? That's insane. Other diseases which were among the top 10 causes of death in 2000 are no longer on the list. HIV and AIDS are among them. So that used to be on the list. You know, 24 years ago, HIV was a leading cause of death of the world, but now it's not even on the list. In 2000 to the 21st in 2021. So it went from the top 10 to now the 21st cause of death in 2021. Interesting. Similarly, deaths due to diarrheal diseases have dropped by 45% from sixth leading cause of death in 2000 to 13th in 2021. In contrast, kidney diseases have risen from the world's 19th leading cause of death to the 9th, which with number of deaths increasing by 95% between 2000 and 2021. So is that because the world is drinking harder, or, you know, what is not, I mean, what you guys aren't drinking enough water? Like, what's going on here? Like, but leading causes of death by income group. Now, this is where it kind of changes a little bit, right? Leading causes of death in 2021 in low income countries. So lower respiratory infections is actually number one on the list around the, you know, for low income countries, then stroke, then heart disease, malaria, then 5 preterm birth complications, then COVID-19. 7th is diarrheal diseases. Tuberculosis is 8. 9 is birth of asphyxia and birth trauma, and 10 is HIV and AIDS. Wow. So people living in a low income country are far more likely to die of communicable disease than a non-communicable disease. Despite the global decline, 8 of the top 10 causes of death in 2021 in low-income countries were communicable diseases. I wonder why. 8 out of 10 of them. Malaria, tuberculosis, and HIV and AIDS all remain in the top 10. However, they fell significantly. The biggest decrease among the top 10 deaths in this group has been for the HIV and AIDS, with 63% fewer deaths in 2021 than in 2000. Well, I wonder what it would be compared in the 90s as well. You know what I mean? But diarrheal diseases are also a significant cause of death in low-income countries. They ranked 7th leading causes of death for this income category in 2021. Nonetheless, diarrheal diseases are decreasing, representing the 3rd biggest decrease in fatalities among the top 10 in low-income countries, falling 38% in 2000 and 2021. So deaths due to chronic obstructive pulmonary disease are particularly infrequent in low-income countries compared to other income groups. It does not appear in the top 10 for low-income countries, yet ranks in the top 10 for all other income groups. Very interesting how that works out. While the top 10 killer in low-income countries was lower respiratory infections in 2021, COVID-19 ranked only the 6th, the lowest ranking of the diseases among all income groups, killing a total of 250,000 people. So, leading causes of death in 2021 in lower middle income countries. Look at what number 1 is by far. COVID-19. That's crazy. And then, pretty much cirrhosis of the liver changed to on 9. So it's so weird how it jumped from the 6 on the low income, as low as it goes, where COVID-19 was. I mean, because I thought that was attacking the low income houses, you know what I mean? Low income people. But lower middle income, which is actually a way better position to be in than total little lower class, right? Lower middle. It's weird how it jumped up to number 1. Boom. Like that was crazy, like snapping the fingers. So we see that. Then we go into upper middle income countries. Then COVID-19 goes down to number 3. Interesting. Then leading a cause of death in high income countries. Heart disease, of course, is number 1. COVID-19, stroke, Alzheimer's disease, dementias, trachea, bronchitis. So lower respiratory infections are at number 8. 7, colon and rectum cancers. Hypertensive heart disease is number 10. Kidney diseases are number 9. I would expect kidney disease to be up there. But that is really fucking interesting. I got to admit, what do you guys think about what the World Health Organization has brought and said about the COVID deaths? Do you guys think that those are somewhat accurate numbers? Do you think the COVID-19 deaths are totally skewed and it's totally, a number that we really don't know? It's probably a lot less. What do you guys think? I like this. Yeah, that's hilarious, Chuck. I love it. Much love and respect to you, kind sir. Appreciate it. Let's see what you guys are saying in the freaking comments, man. I was sitting there reading for a minute, so it was brutal there for a second. So real quick, so Steve says, Mike, you crazy brother. First you talked about Trump, and now the YouTuber higher ups are going to be mad, homie.
Oh shit!
Listen, Insane Wheels is always going to talk about shit that's right there on the edge. You know what I mean? Just is what it is. We talk about some shit that a lot of channels are really scared to do it. And I understand why they would be scared to talk about a lot of the shit that we talk about on here. I get it. This is just like it's my only lifeline like that, but it's just like it's their only lifeline too. And I am more of a risky person wanting to talk more about stuff that maybe the main YouTuber would not usually do. I try to be also different in that regard. Okay, let's see what we got here. I know of someone who was hit by a freight truck that ran a red light and killed in New York. He was tested positive for COVID, so it was listed as a COVID death. The numbers are a lie. And see, that's what I was asking you guys. Do you guys think that it is a number that is somewhat true, or do you guys think it's totally skewed? Established cause of death is hard when a patient has 3/4 comorbid diseases. What killed them? The stroke, the side effects from cancer, drugs, pneumonia. You're right about that, because a lot of people have pre-existing bullshit. Like they're dealing with like a whole bunch of shit at the same fucking time. So I get that part. Absolutely glad he's good. That's what my mom died from back in 21. It was horrible. What was it? COVID-19 that got her? I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Lots of folks smoke overseas. That's true. We know smoking is bad nowadays. That's true. We know the difference now, you know. Good morning, Mike B. What up? Appreciate you for being up here, War Gorilla. I used to smoke after sex, then I would use more lube and foreplay. Dude, you're fucking hilarious, bro. Oh my God. Yeah, Hardwire, when I saw that, the 68% women or whatever, I was like, whoa. Shit, I used to be able to buy a carton of Camels on deployment to Iraq for $13. Dude, that's crazy. I remember when cigarettes too were like, when I was getting them, they were about $4 a pack. That's what I was getting them when I first started. Then they moved up to like $7 or $5, then $7, then it hit like $8, $9, $10. And I think when it hit like $12 or something like that, $11, I was like, dude, there's no way. I can't even believe anybody smokes at that point. When they're that expensive, dude, you got to decide what's more important in your life. You know what I mean? I mean, if you got money like that, you got money like that, you know, but that is what it is. Everybody's getting fat. And we saw that on the chart, basically. I mean, it just shows heart disease around the world is going to get you, and heart disease can get you from smoking, from being overweight. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can get heart disease, right, guys? You know, we all got fat. That's true, dude. We all got fat and happy. No, definitely not fat and dead. Fat and having heart issues. That's right. Dwayne, my mother smoked for 40 plus years and is in rough shape now. I'd imagine anybody that smoked for 40 fucking years. Oh my God. Like, yeah, you definitely got to feel it for sure. For sure. There's no way that you don't. But that was her decision. You know, she wanted to do that. 99% of the problems is overly processed food and additives. I do got to admit that our food is obviously our way that we, you know, it's how we live. You know, it's what we eat and what we put into ourselves. I mean, dude, it's very much true. And a lot of it isn't within our control at all. You know what I mean? It's only what you can buy. And a lot of people are limited by cash because usually nice food that isn't fucked with is more expensive than shit that is, you know, and that shit sucks too. What's crazy, the left says we can all change gender anytime and we can even be a cat. They say you can identify and be anything you want. The average person in a lifetime eats enough preservatives to mummify themselves several times over. That's right. You're right about it. I know you're not messing around. Yeah, I agree with you, Rebecca, on that, by the way. Poor healthcare, poor hygiene, and poorly educated on disease transmission in poor areas. Also, crappy water and food. Yes, crappy water can kill a lot of people. Diarrheal diseases has me dying. Dude, I'm sorry, bro. Chuck, I suck. I'm illiterate as fuck, man. It is what it is. Just people got to accept me for the way I am. It's called Mike-isms, you know? You know, it is what it is. Less people dying from diarrhea. Guess public health isn't putting up with shit anymore. That's funny, dude. So was that actually a death? Diarrhea? People were dying like top 10 in the world from diarrhea? Is that because of really bad water? Because I know when you drink shitty ass water, you have some serious diarrhea. I'm not surprised though. They love to ban us. That's true, Steve. That's true. I doubt the numbers are that high for actual COVID deaths. I agree. They're mixing COVID vaccine in with the flu shots now to keep their profits up If you get flu shots, check what they are giving you. Oh, Gary, that's a good, I mean, listen, man, if that's true right there, that's fucked up. So yeah, I would definitely not just take, some pharmacy's word for it, like look into it. COVID over AIDS. Who would have ever thought, dude? You're right, War Gorilla. That's crazy, isn't it? That shit is crazy. Absolutely. Let's see here. COVID numbers are a scam. I agree. I wonder where suicidal deaths rank compared to these WHO numbers. I agree. I would like to know what that would actually, the unalived. I should have used that word. But what that actually ranks, because I don't know if it's going to be like top 10 or anything, but I'm sure it ranks somewhere in the probably 20s or 30s area. If I had to guess, it's better to be lower class in America. Then you get lots of free shit. Then you spend everyone else's money on necessities and high life it with your own paychecks. You're fucking right, dude. You're not kidding. You get kind of treated a little differently when you got it like that on the lower side. But for me, I'm fucked. I don't know why I'm fucked out of everybody. Like, I never got shit. I'm still fighting for my fucking disability nearly 4 years later. That's fucking crazy to me. Before 2020, flu deaths were 20 out of 30 or 30,000 a year. Okay. After the beer bug, flu went to 2 or 3 per year. Is COVID overrepresented? I'd say yes. Males, and sadly, I have friends in the medical industry, and they even say it's sad, though. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy what the fake numbers were, Then when you make more money, they take it away, and you live worse off. Yep, true. There's a lot of natural herbs, implants that cures almost everything in the world, but a lot of it is banned because of big pharma. Dwayne, you're right about that. I do know that there are a lot of shit that is already on this fucking world naturally can actually heal us, but a lot of the times, of course, big pharma is going to want you to use their shit, right? For literally everything. It's why we got to be scared of general ass shit we say these days for fear of being silenced. Yeah, and them taking them away money, which is a way of, that is a form of taking, silencing somebody who's taking away their cash flow. I am the same way, Mike, bro. I talk about stuff that is controversial as well. And the more that this show grows and gets bigger and bigger, it will be harder to be as raw as we are here right now. You know what I mean? And I know that, and it's going to kind of suck because I'm going to always be as vigilant and transparent and real with you guys as possible. I don't know any other way. I'm sure that they have Rose for sure. Hardwire. Focus groups on medical studies used to be male focused only. So how many women compared to males die of the same diesels and at what rate? I'm not really sure what you meant by that, but I'm sure that there is medical, studies, that focus on all that for sure. It's $10 a pack now here in Phoenix, bro. See, that's crazy. In California, it was. I think they got up to like 14 fucking bucks. Like, who the hell is gonna smoke a pack of cigarettes? $14. I remember swearing I'd quit smoking when cigs got over to $2 a pack. Yeah, I know a lot of people that said shit like that. You know what I mean? And I was one of them. Hey, when they hit $7, I'm gonna quit. $7 comes. When they hit $8, I'll quit. I know. I was doing the same shit. That fentanyl ain't no joke. It's slowly killing my generation. I lost my brother and my best homie to that, so beware. Yeah, Steve, I'm very surprised that fentanyl was not on the list of top 10. I guess it would be top 10 maybe in the United States, but I guess the United States, we're the kingpin. We just love drugs. You know what I mean? We're the biggest consumer, the biggest buyer, biggest everything with drugs. Everyone makes it for us, so maybe the world isn't as crazy as America is when it comes to drugs, because I know, Steve is in a different generation than I am. He's Generation X. I'm I guess it would be a millennial. And I know tons of millennials that have died through drugs. I mean, very close people of mine, family, friends, including family. Yeah, crazy. Absolutely. It's terrible. I never smoked tobacco, but every bitched when they get up to 50 cents in high school. Everyone bitched when it got up to 50 cents. That's crazy. I guess everything's relative to an extent. They ship the immigrants to these fentanyl-ridden cities too. Makes one wonder. Yes, it does make one wonder.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What are the motives behind this? You know what I mean? What are the motives? Out of vending machines, it was 60 cents a pack. That's so crazy. $4 a carton SNS? Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's some crazy ass fucking numbers. Yes, guys, if you guys can do me a huge favor, Gary said it best right here. Hit that like button. It's the number one way, the number one metric of all of YouTube. It lets YouTube know we're doing something right over here. We're doing the right shit. We're talking about some really good shit that you guys like. What was Jesus like? Oh my God, dude. Never smoked cigarettes, but I do remember 3 to 20 dimes back in the day. I don't know what that is. Is that a different type of, I don't know what that is. Maybe I'm just tripping. I do not get a flu shot nor any of the others. I don't get any of the shit either. That's just me. That's just me. Yes, like 40,000 people died from diarrhea during the Civil War. I don't know what cholera. I don't know what that is. Has killed millions of people over the years. I had no idea. I had no fucking idea. You know what I mean? Mike, try harder to be a straight male and you'll get your benefits way quicker. Yeah, I get you, dude. Not being a straight white male at that. I'm just going to add that. I don't fit the demographics in that regard. Any regard. My age works against me the worst. They're like, oh, you're 20. Well, at the time, I was 25. Now I'm 29. Still fighting for my my benefits. And they're like, man, we got to pay you for the rest of our, your life, dude. Like, and it's got to be scalable. That's crazy. They see me as like a total liability. You know what I mean? Which I theoretically would be. Absolutely. My wife and stepson father shot himself. It is super hard when she makes me mad to not say now I see why, but I bite my tongue till it bleeds. Yeah, you got to, dude. You can't. Definitely don't say that to him. Yeah, for sure. America has the biggest economy to pay for drugs. That is true as well. I mean, our economy is humongous. America is the only place most people get away with drugs. You're right. With this fentanyl epidemic, would you guys think our government would close the border? Oh, good point. I get what you're saying. Why would they? Like, they're making money right now. They're making money off these people. Oh, 3 dime bags. Now I got it. Man, okay. You damn millennials and your fire bud with no sticks and seeds. Yeah, no stems and either. We want it fucking perfect. That was Mexican weed. Yeah, called Mexican brick, Yeah, absolutely. So with that being said, everybody, I really appreciate every single one of you guys hanging out with your boy and enjoying this, update and reporting this morning. Please do me a favor, like the video, share. And also, I see that like 40% of you guys are not subscribed. What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, man, please. That'd be awesome. Very much appreciate it. Also, guys, if you guys would like to help out the show monetarily, as we are viewer supported by you guys. We are very heavily supported by you. So, YouTube takes a humongous cut. I haven't even gotten paid from being monetized again yet. It's collected, but I got to wait until the 26th of this month to even collect it. So it's like 2 months in advance. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not going to complain. But nonetheless, if you guys would like to help out and get a shout out onto the show, you can not only super chat and do memberships and stuff like that, join the Breakfast Club, but you can also donate down here where you guys will get a live shout out. And I do it at the top of every show. If you guys shout out and I miss it, or you guys did it off stream, I will shout you out in the morning, the next morning. So with that being said, it's scrolling down here, Cash App, $ Ball Valve. We got Venmo at Ball Valve and PayPal ballvalvetv@gmail.com. Also, do me a favor, hit me at my Instagram, man, Ball Valve TV, where I post all the show updates, where I do a lot of interesting, really cool shit outside the show. So I record a lot of really cool shit, nice highlights, vlog status type shit down at my Instagram. That's where I post all of that. Go ahead and follow me over there. Direct message me. Let me know it's you. You know what I mean? Let me know it's you. And trust me, I will get back to you. It may take a minute, but I will get back to you. I promise you. With With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and allow this to scroll on the bottom. And as we close out, much love, loyalty, honor, and respect to everybody. Appreciate all of you guys. We will see you guys tomorrow morning. Much love and respect to everybody. We'll see you.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges, a host with a fire burning in its soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit unbroken, he rides on two wheels, ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, insane wheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power that only metal can bestow, he takes his stand, refusing to submit.